The one that you're thinking about was the same one that I was thinking about, which is I thought it was called Serene as well, but I guess not. But that's the one for the singularity.
Mm-hmm. You're right. It's called Surreal, not Serene.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so fucking closely named. I said the same thing last night or the night before or whatever day it was.
I'm out of bait. Or I'm out of snails anyway.
Yeah. And they lost that one too. So the snails on their own isn't gonna do it. And it's gonna at this point either you get lucky with cryogenic popping or possibly try with overclocked to increase the progress speed. But I don't know. It's still not gonna work at this
Mm-hmm.
point.
There's a hole right here in the floor.
Interesting. Well, and now this is also a question that I have, right? Because, like, even in the form, it asked, there is a spot there that asked for the end game, specifically towards the end game players. What other ways would the end game players like that would satisfy them um, for taking out since they lowered like Nate's rod and things like that, which was for them to flex essentially. And they said for newer rods. Now, is this maybe this is a way for them to do that where it would keep players like us out who don't have like Polaris and such. However, granted, we could wish for that, but if that's the case, then they need to kind of specify that. So, like dumbasses like us who don't have Polaris aren't running around like chickens with our head cut off, trying to fucking get the pieces to something that we're not ever capable of having.
Yeah, but if they full out, if they full on state that, then you'll have the people bitching about, well, yeah, well, I won't be able to get it. Whiny bitch, bitch, whiny bitch,
Right, but
bitch.
this goes back to A, lack of transparency, but B,
Yeah,
eventually they'll catch on anyways, if that is the
yeah,
case. And how more pissed off do you think somebody would be sitting here trying to grind their ass for something that they can't achieve? Like that's what
yeah.
pisses me off more sitting here trying to get something that isn't obtainable.
True. Yeah, because they're not always. That's one of the things that I definitely don't like about it. They're not actually always transparent about all the things that they change, or even the reasons why they're changing some things certain ways. Or they'll state a reason, but don't hold to that reason. Like the
Mhm.
whole money dump thing. Like you, you haven't successfully done a money dump. Like you declared that's what you were attempting to do, and I've yet to see them do anything to truly enact said money dump.
Right. Whereas honestly, even to me as a new player, like it doesn't bother me that the OGs have that much money. Like, and again, even with me
Mm,
as a new player, I've got nothing to spend my money on as is either, because your content is crap and you have nothing that you're bringing out that's worth spending money on. Like,
mm,
let's be real. Um, but aside from that, like, it's no different than any other game when somebody's been playing forever by default, whether it's billions more or not, they're gonna by default have more money than us, anyways.
yeah.
So them having more money does not bother me. But
No.
what will bother
That's
me
that's
is if I'm sitting here
understood.
busting ass or something that is supposed to be unobtainable for me, fucking tell me. Don't sit here and make
Yeah.
me like let me look like a fucking fool and an idiot trying to fucking obtain something that I can't do on my own.
Yeah, I get that. But then again, they could just play it off as like, like, oh, it's like kind of, well, because it was a secret rod, you know, or secret quest.
But here's the thing:
Mm,
how is something technically secret when you go and you specifically go and seek out a like a YouTuber or a social person that you know can reach out to all of your game, your game following fans, that's going to release that information on purpose, then is it really secret? No, it's not. It's not. There is no secret
True.
there. And you're purposely planting that because it was supposedly a secret, nobody knew it existed. Because it wasn't really a secret, it was something that nobody knew it existed except for the planted detail, like hints that you yourself put in the Discord or your Twitter, and then because people gave up because it made no fucking logical sense, which it still didn't really make much sense, but okay. And then you went and you personally sought out like voices that are public speakers that's going to reach a much larger audience to tell about it. That again, that's not a fucking secret, bro. That makes it not a secret. It's not a secret.
Yeah.
That's not how secrets work.
Secret time.
But again, having said that, the only thing that makes me question it is because again, the only other Rob besides Polaris that can do Serene is Duskwire. Over half the game base left a long time ago, and over 90% of them had Polaris. Where the game base that is here now is after the rebuild of the game, and that was the survive trying to keep the game surviving, do not have Polaris. Very few people have Polaris. And it's the OG players who have Polaris. The only other rod that can do this is Duskwire, and Duskwire cannot do it.
So here's a theory now, then I've just developed as you were talking. Is that or this their way of pigeonholing people into wishing for Polaris rather than some other shit?
Well, see, that's a good question too. So, like, again, that's a good theory too, because like, the reason why I went down that route is because again, it made me spark back to the form that was put out and the specific question, and then the majority of the answers were the OG crew wanted the main answer was dev rods or better rods, big rods. That's what they wanted. That was the answer. Special rods that were specifically aimed at that group of people, the end gamers, right? So
Yeah.
that would be the Polaris holders. Now, having said that, now we can wish for a rod. We could wish for Polaris, and that's where I feel like the devs themselves walk and tread that line because much like with the quote unquote money dump, much with the oh here I'm gonna give the end gamers Nate's rod for them to flex, but then I'm gonna feel sorry and I'm gonna go ahead and give it to the rest of the fucking crew too. Like, but I'm also gonna give refund you back your money for it, even though you didn't deserve it. Like, not the OGs, they deserved it, but after the second nerf. Like
Yeah.
they're walking that line that like okay so they listened to the OGs and wanting new rods, cooler rods that was designated towards them, but then maybe that is their way of allowing Polaris to be wished for, so like if we really wanted that rod too we could get it as well.
Yeah.
And maybe
But
that's why before Christmas wishing came about they really pushed to try and get the so-called secret quest out into the public again for that knowledge.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, so yeah, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. But again, transparency's not there. A level of confidence of, hey, this is what we're doing and this is why is not there. I feel like on a lot of things it's a whole lot of chicken shittery. Like, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And then behind the scenes of changing things without saying is again chicken shittery. Like, I don't want to hear the backlash, so I'm just gonna change it in hopes people don't really find out or don't really notice.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a thing.
Well,
I
there's a
don't.
lot of people in the Discord trading the all three sets for Roblox boats and skin wrap.
Which is funny because it even states in the Discord that that's a bannable offense.
Somebody said they're trading Serene Radiant Crystal for Cosmic and Exalted.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's the thing. I mean, that's my only thing. Why make a quest that literally is the only way to actually obtain it is through, I guess, trading. There you go. Because, yeah, I mean, you can get it through trading. But it's not a quest that you can actually complete on your own through half the fucking game base without resorting to trading. Because, again, there's very few people who have Polaris comparatively to the amount of people that are still, like, that are actually playing.
Yeah.
Posted this about 5 minutes.
The only way I'd wish for Polaris is if I can't get Demon Slayer. And then I might do Polaris.
It's a cockblock, is what it is. Ah, sweet, sweet. Thank you, Asus.
Uh, I say Ligna should have the Serene.
Yeah, but I ain't asking Ligna. Cool, I just disconnected.
Would it be mean if I was to laugh if it snowed more and my parents were stuck at work?
No.
Okay. Because I will. Not so much